So all in all, I really liked it. I don't have many criticisms. Not that I would, but I really liked it. Let's go. I wrote notes again. I wrote notes this morning. And if you all have anything you'd like me to address or talk about, then you can say, because I don't think I remembered everything. The first and foremost thing that made me so excited and it made me cry was that Siri is queer confirmed. And it's just a small part at the end, but she likes girls. And I love the name Missile. I'm totally gonna steal that name for like characters and games and D&D and stuff, because I don't know, it's just such a cute name. Missile, M-I-S-T-L-E. And then in the next book, sorry I skip around, but she's seen holding hands with her and it's just so cute. And I'm already so intrigued by the rats. Oh my god, like there were 6 of them. It's not the squirrels, which is like a large organization. It's not the dwarves, which is like a race, but they have these like customs within it. It's 6 people, now 7, that they don't have anyone, you know? Like they didn't even consider bringing her into their pack until she was like, I don't have anyone. I can do it on my own, you know? Like I don't need you guys. I'm gonna do it on my own. But I don't have anyone. And then they like incorporated her, and it's just really sweet. And I know this is gonna be a dark part of Siri's character, but let's be real, like that whole desert scene was wild and sad, but also not too depressing, because there are times in books where I'm just like, this is so depressing. What the hell is the point? But I felt like he was able to maintain a sense of humor with the desert stuff, and she got through it. And I feel like it was pretty essential for her character arc, and if she didn't have to go through that near-death experience, I don't think she would have been interested in the rats. And then with the unicorn, oh my god, like I don't even know what that was, but it kind of reminds me of when Geralt's like, he sees his mom and you don't know if it actually happened, but I think it actually did. The unicorn is in a desert, and literally it's so cute because they're just like trying to find food and water, and I don't know if it was real or if like Yen sent it. Don't spoil, but how would she send a unicorn and wasn't an illusion? But then when she was found by the trappers or whatever, there were hoof prints in the sand, which makes me think that it was real. They literally say that there are hoof prints in the sand. I don't know the unicorns. Oh, little horse. She calls him little horse. I struggle with the politics. Yeah, Asariko. I'm not. That would be the only thing that I was just like, okay, kind of like dragging myself through. But I found that I was able to understand it more than the games. She calls him little horse. But then she has to eat like lizard eggs. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a stuffed one. But I thought it was so cute, and she had to drink mud. The unicorn ate a scorpion. The unicorn was also eating ants. I don't know. We might find out later in the books. No, they already had sex on a unicorn, because that was mentioned in Last Wish. He was like, oh, Yen is very adventurous in bed. She has a stuffed unicorn that she loves. So that's from the first one. Yes, me too, Tom. Like, oh, I love that. I love it so much because it's like, wait, you're thinking it has to be an illusion, but then the other people say, we found her with hoof prints beside her, so she must have had a horse helping. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna, when we play The Witcher after this, I'm gonna look to see if the unicorns are in the bestiary because I'm curious. Yeah, just a few chapters. That's why, like, I still read it and enjoyed it. Oh, so I have other stuff to say. Hi, Sierra, an elderly gentleman. Wait, I can't control myself, but this isn't, I don't know if you're talking about Zoltan. I know it's not Zoltan. But we met Zoltan in Baptism of Fire and I screamed. I literally, like, it was last night and I was like, Zoltan! Sorry, I'm very excited. And literally you meet him and he's singing a fucking song. It's like, the war with Nilfgaard is just starting. It's horrible. The squirrels, like the Scoia'tael, are chopping everyone up, and Zoltan just has like a bunch of loot, and he's walking with some other dwarves, and then like women and children in the back that he rescued, and they're singing very loudly, and like he's just iconic. Zoltan is iconic. But no, I don't know about the elderly person. Okay, so... Oh, so at the beginning, it's Ciri and Yen, and they're going to Valen, and it's interesting with the second season. Sorry, I'm going to compare it to the show. But it's good in a way, because then I can appreciate the books even more. But in the show, you know, Yen is wanted for using fire magic, which, what the fuck? Okay, no. But she's in hiding and she doesn't have makeup on, and don't look at me, you know? And in this, Geralt, Ciri, and Yen they're trying to be found. Like, Emir is looking for Ciri. Everyone's looking for Ciri. But they roll up to Valen and Yen is just like combing her hair and putting her beautiful makeup on, and Ciri's like, wait, why can't I look nice? Like, everyone's gonna look at us because you're looking so beautiful.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I said Siri to my Apple Watch. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna, no, I can't take it off. I want to get my steps and my standing. Not you. Turn Siri off. Turn Siri off. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Can you turn off? She's not listening to me. Okay, so anyways, basically Yen is just like, no one's gonna be looking at you. She's like, I'm doing this so that no one even looks at you and they don't pay attention to you. And I just love that, because from what I've seen so far, that's different from, I don't know, people's, I don't know, ideas of Yen and the show's idea of Yen. It's like, oh, she sleeps around and she sleeps with everyone and she uses her looks and her, I don't know, like she's cunning and this, but she's like, guess what? Everyone already knows who I am, and it's right by Aretuza, which is where she went to school, and she's just like, no, trust me, this is the way to go. Hey Jack, I'm doing well, how are you? But I thought that was so funny and so cute. Oh my gosh, I know, Applegat RIP, that was sad. It's kind of like they just introduced us to this like sweet character, and I knew he was gonna die. Like, I knew he was just doing his job. Hey Winter. But you remember when Yen and Ciri are in the bank, Giancardi, yes. They're at the bank. Shin, thank you for gifting us up to winter. 6 months. And literally the banker's like, there's no interest for you. There's no credit limit because he fucking loves her. Okay? And so to all of y'all bitches who are like, Yen's a bad person, she's toxic. Literally, this dwarf and his family love her because she's just respectful, and she helped his family with the pogroms, the killings in the town. To say is hot. Isn't she dead though? Didn't she kill herself? And then at that point, Yen already is paying for Geralt, because there's this part where she's just like, he's underpaid. Any money that he gets from them is gonna go to medical bills because they pay him pennies. And I thought it was so sweet because you can tell how highly she values him and his work. And that's so opposite of the show, because, and it's very different from Triss too, who was like, you witchers are just neutral and you're just killing monsters. Yen is literally like, he's not paid enough. So I will give him some money. Trippa, thank you for the Prime sub. Sorry. Oh, here. And also Giancardi's like, a certain witcher I consider family visited recently. He rang up a debt, blah, blah, blah. I'll take care of it for you, you know. And then he had a monster to kill, and Yen goes, and as usual, they'll be paying him peanuts for killing it. Yennefer's voice changed a little, which, as usual, will barely cover the cost of medical treatment should he be mauled by the monster. Business as usual. And then she's like, if you really want to do something, get involved, contact the farmers, da-da-da-da-da. And like, she wants to orchestrate it so that Giancardi contacts the farmers, who then gives him enough money. So like, she's round up, she doesn't want to insult him. She wants to get the money to him, but is too like, she knows he's too prideful to take it at this point, which I think is really sweet of her. Thank you so much for that Prime sub. So cute. And I'm just like, how can you say she's a toxic bad person? I really think the people who hate her, not saying the people who don't choose her for a romance, but the people who hate her and say she's a bad person are like insecure in their, I don't know, because she clearly just loves him. She clearly cares about him. Yeah, she's the sugar mommy confirmed, and the games did that too. Oh, and then y'all remember how Siri gets assaulted in the square and then she curses him out? Literally, some guy grabs her ass and she turns around and he's like, okay, you're just gonna smile and get embarrassed and you're gonna walk away. And she's literally like, you're a white sickly tomb, in a crowd. I love her so much. Oh, she goes, oh, okay, wait. I have to read this to everyone. He goes, right then, what are we gonna do now? You'll blush sweetly and that'll be the end of it, won't it? And then it goes, it was clear the priest had never had to deal with one of Yennefer's pupils. Keep your hands to yourself, Baldy, yelled Siri, white with rage. Grab your own ass, you whitewashed tomb. And he just walks away. I love that, and I love that she learned it from Yen. That's just the best. Guys, I swear, it's so fucking feminist. No, exactly, Fuentes. But even the games, I feel like she's so well acted and well written. So cute. Oh, and then this book was the first time we heard Geralt and Yen say I love you to each other, which I thought was really precious because the last wish they say I love you and it like feels like the first time. But they're at the mage ball and it's just so random. They're like talking about crabs and Geralt's wanting something to eat. And out of nowhere, he's like, I love you, Yen. And she's like, oh, that's the first time you've said that. And da 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 da. Like, it's so cute. I love you too. I just thought it was a really wholesome moment. Oh, and then Trish shows up at the mage event. And Yen's like, oh, we've talked about that, Chun. Istrid? That's a whole thing. We talked about that in the Sword of Destiny. But then broke up with both of them. But it's Yen, Geralt, and Triss, and Yen's like, Geralt, go get us some wine. And he goes and he's like looking, and he just sees Yen calmly talking to Triss, but Triss has her head down and she's just like calmly but assertively saying something, and he comes back with the wine and she's just like, I had to put her in her place, don't worry about it. It's iconic. I'm sorry, she's enabling me to be like the worst version of myself. Oh, and what I thought was really cute, people have criticisms about Yen reading Geralt's mind and stuff like that, which is valid, but I think that Geralt likes it, because if it was seriously a problem, he would say something. But Yen was feeling anxious about something, I forget what, and Geralt was purposely thinking of sweet things. Like, he was purposefully thinking of stuff that she would like. So he's thinking of like a stream and peaceful images and a fish jumping out of water to try to calm her down, which I think is just so romantic. And then out of nowhere, he has like this vision of their house in the future. And she's like, oh, you want to build a home? And he gets embarrassed and he's like, he doesn't respond. And she's just like, I'm sorry, like, I didn't want to embarrass you, but I love that. And Siri could come with her kids. And like, it was just so cute. So cute. It's not the first time he met Dijkstra, but they did talk. Hey Mouse, hey Skayu, hi Seth. Kair. Ooh, I'm interested in him. Very different from the show. I didn't know much about him, but I'm very interested. Because he kind of reminds me of Yorvith in the fact that, yeah, he was tied to Nilfgaard, but now I'm reading Baptism of Fire. It's so funny because he's literally just following them because he's like, I need to help you. I need to help you with Siri. And Geralt's like, you lost your damn mind. Get away. And he's just like stalking them. It's like, what? Okay. It's so chaotic. I love it. But I'm very interested in him. I like the way that Sapkowski describes the way he talks as he drawls. Like, to me, that's, I don't know. I'm interested. And I'm never going to like judge a person with who they were associated with at first, because first of all, almost all the kings suck and commit atrocities. And also with the example of Yorvith, he and Geralt became besties. So yeah, exactly, Day. I don't even know. That's all the freaking notes that Yes, Bilbo, that's in Baptism of Fire, but yes, and Dandelion loves the parrot. I'm excited to talk about Baptism of Fire with you guys. Oh yeah, and the whole chaos with the mages. And I also just want to say, when Siri is in the desert, she's hearing these voices in her head, and she hears Yen a lot and hears her tell her, like, literally Siri would have died if it weren't for Yen's training, because Siri needed to find water. She would have died ASAP. So not only do her Witcher skills help her immensely, but the training from Yen specifically saved her life in that moment. Yes, I do, Christian. Yes, I do. But guys, I can't get over Foltest having sex with his sister. Wait, why are you sad? No, I agree, Umer. It's so good. And then I watched like a little snippet of the show and I was like, what is this shit? She looks like totally normal and it's like nighttime in the desert and there's a tree. I was like, what? That's not what? She was like, she had to be sunburned. She had to look a hot mess. And are they gonna skip over the rats? Yeah, Oxy. But what I was gonna say was that she, sorry. Oh, she was hearing like Yen's voice and then she heard Triss's voice. And this is the only thing she heard from Triss in her head. I can't find it. Anyways, every monarch is inbred. Yeah, Blacksmith. I am kidding. Okay, I do like Foltest on his own, but also within the Witcher universe, they knew that was messed up. They knew that he should not have had sex with his sister. But I agree. Out of all of them, compared to a lot of them, he was good, objectively. Poor Boosie. Boosie was the best. I liked her in the books too. Do y'all remember when Yen takes Siri to the bath? And this is when I started to predict that Siri could be queer, because Yen takes Siri to the bath with Tisea and Margarita. And Siri's just looking at the women, just being like, she's more shapely than Yen, but Yen is very shapely, and just like looking at their bodies. And like, they're just gossiping. And Margarita's like, go get us some more wine, girl. Dijkstra and King Visimir. I'm still upset. So guys, did Francesca kill Visimir? I think I forgot about that. It was Francesca, right? But then Tisea killed herself. The aftermath of that, there was so much going on, like so much going on within that. Maybe it's like revealed later. I thought it was Philippa too from the games, but then people were like blaming Francesca, so it could be a twist. Yeah, and he's a kid. He's a kid. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, ooh, I'm interested in watching this. He was killed by an assassin, probably on the orders of Philippa. Okay, so maybe what I'm thinking of is in Baptism of Fire with the first Sorcerer's Lodge meeting. Sabrina's like, get that elf out of here. She killed blah, 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 blah. And I really like Francesca in the books. Not like her as a person, but she also is so different from the show. She's just sassy. They're so sassy. And the sorcerers who are like 100+ years old, they love to fucking gossip. And let me tell you, everyone loves to gossip, women specifically, and women's gossip has literally carried on human generations historically. It's like made cultures and tribes and groups safer. If you don't believe me, look it up. So I think it's totally normal and it's funny. I love Kira in the book. She's so cool. I like Kira better than Triss. I love that she has rings. She has brass rings on her fingers. So she punches people. Literally, she's a sorceress, but she punches with like spiky rings. And then her and Geralt are like trying to find a way to escape. And Geralt's just like, where's Yen? Where's Yen? Where's Yen? And she's just like, oh, I wish someone loved me as much as that. And it's just really cute. Like, there's no jealousy. It's just like, I wish someone loved me like that. That's very sweet. When Kira drops from the sky. Oh, I know. She said, I love you, my daughter. She's like, do you trust me? Go. But the reason why I think Siri is just the best character ever written in fantasy is because her character is so unique, but her fears and her objectives are so clear, and her arc is pretty unpredictable, but he makes it all make sense because, for example, in the desert, she's like losing her mind, and her greatest fear is being abandoned. And it makes sense because her parents died. Well, one of them died in a shipwreck. And then, like, she lost pretty much everyone, or they fled in the Nilfgaard battle. And then, you know, Yen knows what's best for her, but she's like, run, you know, I love you, but you gotta go. And then she doesn't know where Geralt is. She's like, why haven't they found me yet? And what's going through her brain is like, they abandoned me. Everyone's gonna abandon me at some point or another. And it's just so sad, and it's so relatable. And we have this badass elder blood girl, but she's still worried about being abandoned. It's sad. Yeah, right. I need to know. I need to know how the fuck Dooney, Hedgehog, Pinecone Man gets to Amir. I'm so curious. Geralt really took the wrong time to go to the bathroom there. You know what was the wrong time in terms of bathrooms? Triss getting food poisoning and having poop problems in the book before. Seth, I was confused. I was suspicious of Yen, and I still don't know what's happening with that. But I think she miscalculated, and she made a grave mistake. Because it's frustrating. I don't know. I need to know where she is now, because I still don't know in Baptism of Fire. But 100% she made a mistake with whoever she trusted. I think she brought Siri to, was it Vilgefort? She brought her like doing a prophecy, and she even admits, she's like, I made a huge fucking mistake without the cursing, because she doesn't curse a lot like the show. It's a dress. She trusted Tisaya. It's a dress, London. Vilgefort's I am on Baptism of Fire right now, so we're talking about Time of Contempt. Thank you, London. I loved the little pre-chapter quotes. Right, Oxy, and they just didn't really care. Oh, can we talk about the screaming in the show? What is that? Unless she screams in the books, and y'all can tell me that she screams in the books, and that's a special power of hers, but what? What is that? And Siri doesn't have any power until Yen. What is this screaming? Ah! Anyways, it really is Peter Hay, by the way. What was I gonna say? Oh, and so what seemed to happen in the show was Yen, they stole Siri's fire magic thing and gave it to Yen. Like, that plot line was given to Yen, but it was necessary for Siri. Literally, that's her great grandma. Falca is her, like, what, her great great grandma? Or great? I think great great grandma or great 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 grandma. But she uses fire magic. And she just is like lifted into the air. And she sees Falca in front of her. And Falca's like, yeah, you're gonna kill everyone. And Siri's like, yeah. And she has like fire coming out of her vagina. And just like, yeah, it's just crazy. But I feel like it was so well written. And then afterwards, she's like a void. She can't feel anything. And it's not, people aren't looking for her because she used fire magic. Like, I don't know. I feel like that was just so messed up. Yeah. But then when the rats incorporate her into their little pack, she goes by Falca. Feminist as fuck. That's a bad spot for fire. I also want to say this. I think I said this to Caleb, yeah. The way that you can tell if a book in fantasy or a dystopian novel, it's a kind of easy way to tell if it's feminist, or at least considers people with uteruses, is if they mention menstruation. And what I loved about the desert scene was that Yen gave her like a little baggie of things a woman needs, and included in there is like a sterilized tampon in a jade case. And like, I don't know how to explain it if you don't have a uterus, but like, to read a piece of literature.
Old Spice body wash can't block odor for 16 hours.
I'm gonna let me read that. Oh my god. What? I have to go to PayPal. What was that? What? Yeah. I have to do the security challenge. I have to what's a tractor? What's a tractor? I don't know. I'm a robot. Please try again. I didn't get it right. Traffic lights. It thinks I'm a robot. Okay, I'm not a robot. Okay, log in. My PayPal. Thank you. Silly. It was in Canada dollars. I can't read the message. Wait, would it be on Streamlabs? I just saw something about playing your favorite games. But for what? Why would you give me such generosity just because I play your favorite games? Oh my god. What's my tip page? Streamlabs / MegMage? Tip? Yeah. Okay. I can't find the message. I don't understand. Wait, I know. I know. I know where to go. It's gonna be on the alert box. Or the recent events. You played all my favorite games and reacting to Arcane was the cherry on top. I appreciate you, Maine. Maine? No, Meg! Love from Canada, Television! Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that donation. That is so kind. That's really sweet. Thank you so much. I'm really glad I get to talk to people about it because Caleb can handle a little bit of my talking, but then he's just like, okay, I can tell when he kind of taps out. So thank you for letting me talk so much. That's so nice. Thank you. Do you guys maybe want to play some Witcher? Hi, Nanny. Do you want to play some Witcher? Yuna, hi. Say hello. Oh. She's grumpy. Are you a grumpy goose? Are you ready to have your boomy bro?